Round coverage is presented by Rocket Mortgage. The 2 seed, the LAClippers, all tied at 2 apiece. How about the Nuggets earlier tonight? Forcing 81 years of age, sore left ankle and all, he delivers the moment
thing. It can't be said for his teammate Paul George, who has been absolute.
Game 5 starting lineups. It'll look like this. Trey Burke is back in there. The Mavericks go small. A huge loss. There is a huge loss for the Dallas Mavericks. We're ready to go. Game 5 is under the first possession here, decked out in the blue uniforms. This is technically a Clipper home game. And Tim Hardaway Jr. in Game 4 had 21 points. Mavericks have shown they have some balance.
Coach and ex-player, and he understands you got to get guys into rhythm. You got to believe in them.
Dorian Finney-Smith. They have alternated wins in this series. Doncic with the runner. Shooter.
Yeah, now look at this. You see the roll man? He's open. He had a guy in the corner. Did you see Luka give him a little bit of a basketball point of view?
Down in the corner, Hardaway with Kawhi on him. Now he shoots over Kawhi Leonard and hits him.
He and Trey Burke have done such a great job. Now, look for Dallas tonight to gamble a little bit, and they did on that last play.
Up 11-7 as we just get underway here in the nightcap. Doncic all the way
in the lane, giving you a little bit of extra room, and Cleveland that time doing a good job.
George gets a friendly back. Finney-Smith kicks it. Here's Kleba. He keeps firing and finally gets
away, and he's going to have to spread that ball around.
There's a good look from Finney-Smith. Here's Kawhi Leonard and Kawhi Hardaway on Kawhi Leonard. They clear it out. He backs his way in. The turnaround is true. Paul George active early on the drive, trying to clear some space, and George scores.
Words of your enemies that hurt you, but the silence of your friends, and I think that's the frustration. And they just, for the focus on the killing of unarmed black men and women in America.
Pull through this, but we need change, and we need to examine why we're here and own it. And Clipper lead, under 5.5 to go in this first quarter, and Kawhi pulls a long 2 and he hits it. Kawhi trying to extend this run, gets deep, and Leonard scores. And
look at him getting to his sweet spot. You know, you mentioned earlier in the game, BA, that that's where he takes his shot.
Explosive leaping ability. He can get to a place with those jump hooks that most can't deny. There's Don. So Luka, he's starting to drift into technical foul territory here shortly.
Landry said, and you have to show this, but it's appropriate fear. That right there, that cheering, that getting each other going.
Doncic trying to turn the corner, does so off the glass. Easy. Trey Burke trying to catch Kawhi Leonard. All the way around the floor it goes. Reggie Jackson hits a 3. Williams goes to work. Curry's on him. Behind the back, kick it. Morris for 3. Yes. Morris keeps it alive. Kawhi runs it down. Shot clock is off. Leonard goes quickly. It's go to the free throw line.
Yeah, I feel like we should have that little rascal.
Mavericks bench with Memphis last year. And Wright patient gets the scoop and
getting a couple turnovers early.
If you're just joining us once again, as George on the take, takes on Boban. Clippers have tightened up defensively. Harrell goes to the hole, gets a friendly. Ready, there's an offensive board on the miss. Kleba got it. Here's Curry now, and the runner is good.
Bucket getter, he's a hooper. He's not just a specialist.
Williams drives, scores, and is
so smooth, so hard to stop in the pick and roll. He's one of the best one-on-one players in the back.
Curry. Another runner, and that rattles home. Mavericks need him. Here's George. Little set shot.
Good to see Reggie Jackson back in.
See what he has. He's going to fire up a three-pointer, and
tonight's game, Doc Rivers showed that same confidence, saying that he's told Paul George, just keep shooting. Keep all these people that can come at you with all this advice. Coach Doc Rivers said, I hope Paul George is listening to none of them.
Doncic back on the floor, was getting some regular treatment, some heat on that ankle, and
inspiring in these playoffs. When I watch him play, I watch him playing like he's trying to. Another shot the other night, he just goes off.
How satisfying is it for him as Hardaway hits
Rivers and did the circle of bases sign, like check it over. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, they all tighten up, and Luka's just going to try to keep things loose and
might give the Clippers a block there. Jackson, nifty dribbling, dishes one to Shamet, who hits it. Congratulations to Giannis. His speech was so great as Jackson lines.
Luka is really laboring out there.
Morris for 3, got another one, and the run showed a 3 on his way in, and the run Corner's no good. Kleba there. Offensive board and a putback for the Clippers in this game. Doncic whistles one over to Finney-Smith. He's got a three. Doncic. And many expecting a Lakers-Clippers Western Conference Finals as Hardaway
On the bench get their rhythm going, so you want them to have an extended period of playing time. Kawhi.
dagger last year in Portland, and then Indiana the 2 years before that. George on the lob. They set up to find George. This feels like George is trying to put together a monster, and I'm wondering if it in fact does have any influence.
100%. It has to do with team. Everybody's saying, oh, this is the Lakers team that we thought. Yeah, that hurts the Clippers' ego a little bit.
Clippers trying to push it down the corner. That is Shamet for three. Shamet now with 11 points. Here's Hardaway. Answers with Doncic and the Mavericks. And Doncic gets it in deep. Scores on Monday. That had been the only walk-off in a playoff game for the Mavericks, as Merkin not able to be here to experience the bubble. And thinking about those guys too. They're doing a great job covering those guys also. Nice spin and finish there by Hardaway. Hardaway playoff game as Rick Carlisle is out. Here's Lou Williams on the take and scoring point in game one. Dallas did answer in game two. There's Zubats. Not your understanding of why it all went down in your mind, and just maybe give us the rule as well. And Jason, I know officials, they'll tell you all the time, and I've heard you say it many times, officials don't get.
Playoff games are very difficult, Brian, you know, and high intensity, high emotion.
Here's Hardaway with Kawhi Leonard on him. Bouncy is Hardaway. Run here for the Mavericks in this series. Had 21 points in 35 minutes in game four. There's an 100% here tonight. Not even close to that. Nice take to the basket. Kenny's he's the target tonight, man. He's wearing it in that studio. That's Kawhi on the shelf. The greatest. Here's DeLon Wright. And all Clippers in this one. Lou Williams, man. And he did that in just 34 minutes. Bullet pass. Wright, the catch.
They've given their opponents 22 points.
Here goes Jackson. And George had a 27-point game one of this series. And then when you combine games two.
Shots 0 for 9 on shots in the games that they've lost. Games 2 and 4. 0.
Just underway in this fourth quarter. And Trey Burke, man, as he second playoff series. Hadn't scored a point in the playoffs until this year. George, do better.
Sorry, Matty. Sorry.
Here's Montrezl Harrell for three. He's got it. Montrezl Harrell buries a three in double figures. This is a tight-knit group. George leaves it. Montrezl Harrell. More details. Paul George, 13th career 30 G13. Now you say it's time.
Yeah.
George tonight. Harrell goes to the cup. 0 for 18. Before that, Shamet turns it over. Jackson running it. Up ahead, right. And a two-handed jam. Antonius Cleveland has some serious hops.
Yeah.
And he's going back again.
Same
score. Every minute is valuable in the NBA, especially when it comes in the playoffs. It's Patrick Patterson.
I believe because we have a championship coaching pedigree. We have a great young player.
In a contact incident in
Patterson. Hey, he's got another one in this game. 20 for 31. 65% success rate.
Watch the dribble handoff as he sets the screen as well. But Patterson,
he's feeling it, man. 51 points. And what a story, Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, I think that's the year I actually hurt my knee in Dallas. And so, Grand fans, we used to hit y'all in the head with the great Dirk Nowitzki.
To go. All Clippers tonight. And they will take a 3-2 advantage. 1% from the field tonight. That's a playoff record as well. A record-setting night in 25 minutes. Third most in ball make the threes, and they did all of that here tonight.